No one realized that after Selena Gomez got engaged, Justin Bieber did 3 things that made Hailey Bieber's hair stand on end. First, Justin Bieber secretly sent Selena Gomez a text message. There are 2 speculations about the content of the message. Justin Bieber was describing Benny Blanco's true character to Selena. After all, he had been closely working with Benny Blanco for over 15 years. Justin Bieber was wishing Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco happiness. Next, Justin Bieber made a move on Instagram, posting a close-up selfie with Hailey. It seemed like he was trying to prove his love for Hailey and give her a sense of security. However, fans quickly noticed the song he chose to accompany the post. All My Ghosts tells the story of lingering memories from a past relationship.
Welcome back to Clout Therapy, the place where we peel back the layers of Hollywood's messiest dramas. And today, we're diving straight into one of the most complicated love triangles the internet just can't let go of. Justin Bieber's marriage to Hailey Baldwin was supposed to be his fairy tale ending. But between Selena Gomez's shadow, Hailey's non-stop comparisons, and Justin's very public breakdowns, this story has been anything but perfect. Fans are split, tensions keep boiling, and every move turns into a headline. So let's break down the full story. How Justin and Hailey's marriage got so messy, why Selena's name still won't leave the chat, and what this chaos really says about the Biebers' future. If you live for celebrity chaos, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. Part 1 kicks off with Justin Bieber's own confession. And it was a bombshell. In his Apple Music interview, Justin admitted he went into marriage thinking it would solve everything. His exact words? "I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems." And right there, fans knew this wasn't going to be the perfect fairy tale. Because instead of instant happiness, Justin spiraled into an emotional breakdown. He realized the vows, the ring, the big ceremony, none of it erased the pain he had been carrying for years. This moment exposed something bigger: Justin's immaturity. He entered marriage not as someone healed, but as someone hoping love alone would heal him. And that's a dangerous expectation. Marriage isn't a cure, it's a partnership. But Justin seemed to place the burden of fixing his struggles on Hailey, almost like she was supposed to be his savior. And for a lot of fans, that was the first red flag. The reactions online were intense. Some said it proved Justin wasn't ready for commitment at all, that he jumped in too fast because he was scared of being alone. Others felt sympathy, pointing out that Justin had been in the spotlight since he was a kid. He never really had a normal life. So of course his ideas of love and marriage were shaped by fame, chaos, and pressure. But there were also fans who felt bad for Hailey, saying she got the short end of the deal, marrying a man who was still in pieces and expecting her to glue him back together. And the truth is, Justin's honesty was refreshing, but it also showed just how shaky the foundation of this marriage was from the very start. If you walk into something as big as marriage hoping it will fix you, you're already setting yourself up for heartbreak. And for Justin, that emotional breakdown after the wedding was just the beginning of a much bigger storm. Part 2 is all about the shadow that never seems to leave Justin and Hailey's marriage: Selena Gomez. Their timeline goes all the way back to 2008, when Justin was just a teen heartthrob, and Selena was already Disney royalty. What started as a young Hollywood romance quickly became a roller coaster. The highs, the lows, the endless breakups and makeups. For an entire decade, from 2008 to 2018, Yelena dominated headlines. Every red carpet photo, every vacation snap, every tearful breakup fueled the obsession. And that's the thing. It wasn't just a relationship, it became a cultural moment. Fans literally grew up watching their love story unfold in real time. That's why, even after all these years, people can't let it go. For so many, Selena represents Justin's first real love. The girl he wrote songs about, the girl he cried over, the girl whose name became forever tied to his music. Think about it. Tracks like Sorry, What Do You Mean, Love Yourself. Fans read between the lines and connected them to Selena. Their relationship wasn't just private drama. It was baked into pop culture, and because it was so public, the memories never really faded. Now, here's where it gets complicated. Even after marrying Hailey, Justin hasn't completely escaped that narrative. In interviews, he's slipped up with little references that fans immediately link back to Selena. Lyrics in newer songs get dissected, with people asking, is this really about Hailey? Or is he still singing to Selena? And that's how the "one that got away" storyline keeps coming back. For many, Selena is the ghost haunting Justin's marriage, the lingering reminder of a love that was passionate, chaotic, and never fully resolved. So when people talk about Justin and Hailey today, Selena's name almost always enters the chat, not because she's still in the picture, but because the legacy of Jelena was so big it refuses to die. And that legacy has put Hailey in an impossible position, forever competing with a love story that feels larger than life. And for Justin, it means no matter how much he insists he's moved on, the world isn't ready to believe it. If Justin and Hailey's marriage wasn't already complicated enough, the fans made it 10 times worse. Because from the second they tied the knot, the internet split into two camps, Team Jelena and Team Jaylee. And honestly, it's been chaos ever since. Jelena fans never got closure. After a decade of watching Justin and Selena's roller coaster, many still believed they were soulmates. So when Justin suddenly married Hailey, it felt like Selena was robbed of her happy ending. Fans flooded social media with throwback clips, side-by-side comparisons, and endless comments about how Justin looked happier with Selena. To them, Hailey wasn't a wife, she was a placeholder. On the other side, Jaylee supporters went into defense mode. They painted Hailey as the loyal friend who had been there all along, the one who could give Justin the stability he desperately needed. But that defense only fueled the fire, creating a non-stop war in comment sections, TikToks, and Twitter threads. The craziest part? Justin and Hailey themselves couldn't escape it. Whenever they posted a photo together, the comments weren't about their love. They were about Selena. Even at public events, chants of "Selena, Selena" followed them. Hailey admitted she saw the hate. Justin admitted it hurt him too. But the noise never stopped. And that's what makes this marriage so messy. It isn't just two people navigating their relationship. It's millions of strangers projecting their fantasies, their heartbreak, and their grudges onto it. The fan wars turned a private marriage into a public battlefield. And the truth is, Justin and Hailey were never just fighting for their love. They were fighting against the internet itself. Justin's 29th birthday should have been a night of pure celebration. But instead, it became the center of one of the biggest rumor storms of the year. He went all out for it. A massive carnival-themed bash in Los Angeles with rides, games, food stands, and plenty of celebrity friends in attendance. But while everyone else was paying attention to the party, fans had their eyes locked on one thing: Justin's left hand. The wedding ring was gone. No gold band, no sign of Hailey anywhere in the photos. And that tiny detail set the internet on fire. Within hours, Twitter and TikTok were flooded with posts speculating about his marriage. Radar Online even dropped a report claiming the couple was struggling with trust issues behind closed doors. To fans, it wasn't just about the missing ring. It was about what it symbolized. Some said it was proof the marriage was crumbling. Others defended him, saying maybe he just didn't want to risk losing it at a carnival. But the conversation had already shifted. People weren't talking about Justin's birthday anymore. They were talking about whether his marriage was falling apart. The phrase "trouble in paradise" started trending, and from that moment, Justin's missing ring became more famous than the actual party. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier, the eyebrow saga blew up. Selena Gomez casually posted a TikTok about accidentally over-laminating her brows, a completely innocent post. But hours later, Kylie Jenner and Hailey Baldwin shared a snap on Instagram that fans instantly saw as shady. Zooming in on their eyebrows, paired with a caption that felt a little too pointed. The internet lost its mind. Accusations of mean girl energy exploded, with people convinced Hailey was mocking Selena. Fans flooded comment sections, calling it proof of Hailey's long-running obsession with her husband's ex. Selena quickly defended herself and downplayed the drama, but by then, it was too late. Millions had already picked sides, and once again, the internet was screaming Selena versus Hailey. Through all of it, Justin stayed completely silent. He didn't defend Hailey, didn't address the eyebrow drama, didn't post anything about the fan war, nothing. And that silence made everything worse. Fans started asking, why wasn't he standing up for his wife? Was he secretly embarrassed by her actions, or was he still low-key siding with Selena? TikTokers pushed theories that Justin's heart had never truly left his first love, while others argued he was just tired of getting dragged into their feud. But one thing was clear. In the court of public opinion, his silence spoke volumes. Instead of shutting down the drama, it left Hailey looking isolated, and it left fans questioning the strength of a marriage that always seems one headline away from disaster. When the fan wars between Hailey and Selena hit a boiling point, an insider report dropped a shocking claim. Justin actually reached out to Selena, begging her to step in and calm things down. And here's the twist. She agreed, but not for Hailey. According to reports, Selena did it for Justin's sake, to ease his stress, not out of loyalty to Hailey. And that says a lot, because if Justin is still leaning on his ex to save his marriage drama, it shows he hasn't fully cut that emotional cord. For Hailey, that had to sting. Imagine being the wife, watching your husband turn to his ex for damage control. It didn't just fuel the fan theories, it fed Hailey's insecurities all over again. Meanwhile, Selena herself has been on a completely different path. In her Apple TV documentary, My Mind and Me, she opened up about heartbreak, mental health, and her journey of healing. And instead of sounding bitter, she shocked everyone with her perspective, saying, "It was the best thing that ever happened to me." That line alone flipped the narrative. Selena wasn't broken by the past, she was strengthened by it. Fans saw a woman who had turned pain into power, who finally found peace after years of chaos. And then there's Justin. While Selena was sharing her growth and calm, Justin still seemed unstable, publicly emotional, often scattered, still weighed down by his demons. Fans couldn't help but draw the contrast. On one side, Selena thriving, independent, and moving forward. On the other, Justin struggling under the same spotlight that had once tied them together. The story practically wrote itself. Selena grew from the heartbreak, while Justin is still trapped by it. And to the internet, that difference made Hailey and Justin's marriage look even shakier. Because if your ex is out there glowing while you're still unraveling, people can't help but wonder, did Justin lose the one person who truly understood him? One of the biggest cracks people point to in Justin and Hailey's relationship are those awkward moments where Justin comes across as straight up rude to her. The internet has a whole collection of clips, but one of the most infamous was on Instagram Live. Hailey tried to chime in, and Justin abruptly cut her off. His tone sharp, his body language cold. Fans instantly called it dismissive, disrespectful, and honestly painful to watch. The clip went viral, with people saying, "This is not how a man in love treats his wife." And it wasn't just a one-off. There are other moments too, little interactions where he seems impatient or disconnected, and every time, the internet seizes on it. Fans have even gone as far as comparing his chemistry with Hailey to how he acted with past flings, like Sophia Richie. And believe it or not, a lot of people said Justin actually looked more affectionate and at ease back then. When you add that to the old Jelena footage, where Justin and Selena's chemistry was undeniable, the narrative gets darker. Justin may love Hailey, but is he in love with her? That question never really goes away. And this is where the fan wars explode. On one side, the Jelena diehards who are convinced Justin never got over Selena. They analyze every lyric, every interview, every look he gives Hailey for proof that his heart is still with his ex. On the other side, you've got the Hailey defenders, insisting their marriage is real, strong, and built on history. But no matter how hard Hailey tries to live her life, Selena's name is always there, circling back into the marriage like a ghost. Hailey has been open about how draining it is. In interviews and podcasts, she's admitted she feels the constant comparisons, and you can hear the frustration in her voice, like she's fighting a battle she can't win. And for the public, that's become the story. Hailey as the insecure wife who can't escape her husband's past, and Justin as the conflicted husband who doesn't do enough to protect her from it. Whether it's fair or not, that image is powerful, and it keeps fueling the idea that this marriage is less of a love story and more of a tug-of-war between the past and the present. Here's the bigger picture, the question that won't die. Is Justin Bieber still in love with Selena Gomez? Fans can't let it go, and honestly, there are reasons why. His music is forever tied to her. From the breakup ballads to the apology anthems, people still hear Selena in his lyrics. Then you've got those reports that he reached out to her during the height of the fan wars, which only fed the theory that he still leans on her emotionally. Add to that the awkward way he sometimes struggles to defend Hailey, and it paints a picture of a man caught between his past and his present. But here's the twist. Is it really Justin keeping this alive? Or is it just millions of fans projecting their nostalgia onto him? Maybe the internet loves the Selena fairy tale more than Justin ever did. So let's wrap this up. We've seen Justin's breakdown after marriage, Hailey's ongoing insecurities, and Selena's growth into her best, most peaceful self. And that leaves us with the ultimate question. Do you think Justin is truly happy with Hailey? Or is Selena still living rent-free in his heart? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more Clout Therapy deep dives into Hollywood drama.